Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. The heat is on.
Spitzern hoch und ab geht's. Applaus, richtig Kanne.
So much action.
Zack, komm, rein, orange.
Absolutely glued together.
Das ist ganz hoch, Markus. Oh, ist die Nummer geil.
And he spins. We are on the edge of making history in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. Race 14 from the Red Bull Ring in Spielberg. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Styrian Mountains in Austria. The skies are overcast. The temperature is 13.8 degrees centigrade, but we're not expecting any rain as we get ready for race 14 of a 16-race season for the Porsche Carrera Cup Germany 2023. And Larry Tenforder is on the edge of winning his third title. It's a wonderful setting. The wildlife is all around us. There are hills, there are mountains. There is a massive crowd in this weekend to witness racing as part of the DTM package. And it is an historic day as we sit here and watch the cars on the grid, because Larry Tenforder looking to become the first ever driver to win 3 titles in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. He is just 2 points adrift of that. There is the man on pole position, his teammate, Loic Hartog. And he had a difficult day yesterday. Loic Hartog started on pole position, got shuffled out of the pack and ended up in 5th place. He had quite a battle with the Allied racing cars, one of whom, Harry King, starts on the front row for this race alongside Loic Hartog. Harry King, who is enjoying his first ever season in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. He won his first ever race here. He finished 2nd yesterday, and he had quite a battle with his teammate Bastian Boos, and it's Bastian Boos who is taking the battle to Larry Tenforder. Great qualifying session from Alex Tauscher for Huber Racing. And alongside Alex Tauscher, 4th on the grid will be Bastian Boos, the only man who mathematically can catch Larry Tenforder. But it is going to be something of a tall order, because he is 73 points adrift, and there are 75 points available this season. 25 today, and then another 50 in a couple of weeks' time in Hockenheim. So Larry Tenforder very much ready to take that 3rd trophy and that 3rd championship. In the rookie championship, though, things are very different indeed. Theo Overhaus leads the rookie standings by just 17 points from Harry Jones, and he had a very good day yesterday. It was Theo Overhaus who won the rookie race, and Harry Jones who leapfrogged Vincent Andronaco. Vincent, who was 2nd in the rookie standings coming into this weekend, but a broken drive shaft at the beginning of yesterday's race saw him go to retirement and drop to 3rd place in the standings. In the Pro-Am standings, it was Zoran Spreng who won the Pro-Am race, and he extended his leads by just 8 points over Georgi Donchev. Ahmed Al-Shahab in 3rd place, 17 points adrift. So plenty to play for. The rookie standings, well, by my calculations, there are still 6 drivers in the running for the rookie title. So that is going to go all the way down to the wire. You can see there Maurice Schöring. He was a driver who started off well yesterday. Well, he lasted a couple of corners. He'd started in 5th place, but got turned around. I think contact potentially from Alex Tauscher saw him turned around. He had to fight his way back through the pack. He did a really good job, and he came back to finish in 13th place, but it certainly wasn't the kind of day he was expecting yesterday. Looking to put that to right today as he starts from 6th place for this race 2 of the weekend. But our eyes will be very much on Larry Tenforder. He is starting down in 5th place. It's not his best qualifying of the season, but he just needs to score 2 points. So irrespective of what Bastian Boos does, if Larry Tenforder can score 2 points in this race, race, he will be the champion of 2023. The drivers going through their various routines as they get themselves into the zone here at the Red Bull Ring, a circuit that is 4.318 kilometers around with 10 turns, 7 to the right and 3 to the left. We are in the Styrian Mountains, and it is Larry Tenforder's teammate Lurk Hartog who will lead the field away on this, the formation lap for race 14 of the season. So they head up the hill towards turn 1. This is the end of the pit straight. A great overtaking opportunity, but track limits are always an issue here at the Red Bull Ring. If the drivers go too far off track limits, they're likely to pick up a penalty, and we've seen that across all the classes that have been running here this weekend. It's Lurk Hartog for Team GP Elite on pole position. Great Britain's Harry King alongside for Allied Racing. Row 2, Alex Tauscher and Bastian Boos line up alongside each other. And on row 3 of the grid, Larry Tenforder and Maurice Schering, an all-Dutch row 3 of the grid. Row 4, Huub van Eindhoven and Leon Curler. Leon, another driver who was in the wars yesterday on row 5. Harry Jones from Australia, Vincent Andronacco looking to make up for a disappointing day yesterday. Alex Fack and the leader of the rookie standings, Theo Overhaus, line up on row 6. And on row 7, Ariel Levy from Israel and Gisela Cordial from Belgium alongside each other. On row 8, Yasin Ferrati and the leader of the Pro-Am standing, Zoran Spreng. And on row 9, Sebastian Freimert and Jan Seifert line up alongside each other. On row 10, the youngest driver in the field, Janis Stiak, has Matteo Ferrer-Azza for company. And on row 11, Horst Felix Felbermeier, local driver, lines up alongside Ahmed Al-Shihab, Georgi Donchev and Jonas Greif occupy row 12 of the grid. And on row 13, Michael Esman and Kai Pfister have each other for company. On the back row of the grid, it's Holger Harmsen and Tim Stender, who was disqualified from qualifying yesterday morning, therefore lines up at the back of the pack. So formation lap done, a fairly short lap here at the Red Bull Ring as already described. There is the points situation. 75 points are still available. And for Bastian Boos to win this championship, he would need Larry Tenforder. Realistically, well, he's going to have to finish out of the points for the next 3 races. Bad news for Bastian, I need to tell you that Larry Tenforder has finished on the podium in every single race this year. To get through the next 3 without scoring a couple of points, that's going to be a bit of a tall ask for Bastian Boos, but it ain't all over till it's over. And the cars are now lining up on the grid. We're waiting for the remainder of the pack to come around turn 10 and take their place. Theo Overhaus lining it up inch perfect. Every single millimetre on this track is critical, and the drivers looking to get every advantage that they can. So the cars lined up will await clearance from the back, as we always do. The man with the flag will let us know that we are good to go. Are we about to witness history at the Red Bull Ring? We're about to find out. 4, 5 red lights, go! And it's Lurk Hartog from pole position who leads the way, moves across to block Harry King into turn 1. The 2 cars make contact. Lurk Hartog holds it all together. Alex Tauscher into 3rd. Larry Tenforder wide into turn 1. Bastian Boos there as well. We got drama at the back. There's a car that's sideways. That is Jonas Greif, who's got turned around, but he's got it going again. But Lurk Hartog, Harry King almost made it through into turn 1, but Lurk Hartog was fairly grumpy about yesterday's race and said he was going to make the answers to the questions out on the track today. That was where he's going to make his statement. That's what he's doing now. Alex Tauscher in 3rd place, under attack from Bastian Boos. Here comes Harry King in towards turn 4 under the heavy braking. Lurk Hartog leading the way. Harry King, Bastian Boos up into 3rd place. Alex Tauscher's dropped because Larry Tenforder through on the inside as well. Lurk Hartog leading the way at the moment. Harry King, Bastian Bastian Buus, Larry Tenforder, alongside his championship rival. He tucks back inside. He doesn't need to take any risks. He just needs to finish in the points. Bastian Buus with it all to do. Yesterday, we saw Bastian Buus and his teammate Harry King very much exchanging paintwork. I chatted to team boss of Allied Racing, Jan Kaspelik, last night. He said they are free to race. As long as there are no blue and green cars in the gravel trap, they can do whatever they want. Great stuff to hear. So Harry King in second place, looking for his second win of the season. Luke Hartog has already won 3 times this season, so looking for his 4th. Bastian Buus has won twice this season, looking for his 2nd. And Larry Tenforder, he has won 6 times this season, and that is why he's the championship leader. That was Jan Safer in the background going very wide. He rejoins, no dramas there. Now the challenge from Harry King up the hill into turn 3. Luke Hartog just keeping it tidy, but Harry King trying to go the long way around. The 2 cars running side by side. Out of 3 they come. Now Bastian Buus trying to decide who he's going to follow here. He's behind Luke Hartog at the moment, but Harry King on the outside in towards turn 4. Hartog has the line into the corner, but Harry King is going to try and go round the outside, under braking the 2 cars side by side. Absolutely no contact between them. Great stuff here. Harry King alongside Luke Hartog. Great stuff here. Bastian Buus, is he going to try and go 3 abreast? He backs Harry King, goes behind him. Luke Hartog now under pressure from Allied Racing. Both the Allied cars mugging car 24. Harry King to the inside. There's a little bit of contact now. Harry King's back end steps out, and he is through into the lead. Now Bastian Buus challenging Harry King. Here comes Larry Tenforder on the back of Luke Hartog. Hartog, who had been leading a lap ago, now into 3rd. Under pressure from the championship leader. Alex Tauscher in 5th place. In the background is also Maurice Schöring. He's trying to make up for yesterday as well. So Maurice Schöring into the 6th place. Along the pit straight we come once again. Harry King, your new race leader. Now Luke Hartog, Bastian Buus running side by side. Hartog on the inside, but it's Buus into 2nd. Allied Racing first and 2nd. And it is Team GP Elite in 3rd and 4th. So our pulses are Luke Hartog down into 3rd place. Larry Tenforder there as well. Alex Tauscher in the background. So Luke Hartog, he hasn't given up to the outside into turn 3. He makes a look to the outside of Bastian Buus. He comes back into the queue behind Bastian Buus. So Harry King leading the way. Bastian Buus in 2nd. Luke Hartog in 3rd. Larry Tenforder in 4th. Alex Tauscher in 5th. Maurice Schöring, Huub van Eindhoven's in there as well. Also Leon Köhler in the background. These cars all identical, just the setup that varies between them. So along we come. Just 5 minutes going of this race, and so much has been going on already. Georgi Dodchev has received a 10-second time penalty for causing a collision. We saw cars going scattering in the background at the start of the race. So Georgi Dodchev, who's 2nd in the Pro-Am standings coming into this race, just 8 points adrift of Zoran Spreng with a time penalty. And Harry King has been given the instruction to fall back behind Luke Hartog. So Harry King is going to have to drop back. He's going to have to let his teammate Bastian Buus through. You can see the marker bollards going flying, but Harry King, having taken the lead, the race stewards have said that he needs to give the lead back. This is the contact with Georgi Dodchev, Jonas Greif in there as well, and that was on the opening lap of the race. But drama indeed. Our race leader has to give back the position. He has to fall behind Luke Hartog, but the problem is that in the meantime Bastian Buus has also got past, so Harry King is going to lose 2 places here. This is the view from Larry Tenforder as they try to work it out. It's Bastian Buus who takes the lead. Harry King now having to drop back behind car 24. Now, if Luke Hartog is overtaken by Larry Tenforder, that would be even more bad news for Harry King. So it's all going to change around at the front. The steward's getting involved. That's Mikael Essmann taking the Dekra boarding. He slides around and clears it out. It doesn't look like he made contact with the fence. But Bastian Buus, now the race leader, Harry King, has done as he is told. But what was looking like a really solid lead has now been surrendered on the instruction of the race steward. This is where he allowed Bastian Buus through. and then he allowed Luke Hartog through. He had to shut the door pretty quick so to not let Larry Tenforder through as well. So our new race leader, Bastian Boos, along the pit straight, and he's already opened up quite a gap over Luke Hartog. Hartog now has King behind him once again. Larry Tenforder looks to the inside of Harry King into turn one. It feels like the wind has been taken out of his sails a little bit, Harry King, although he does come back around the outside. Morris Schering in the background, so he's got past Alex Tauscher. Theo Overhaus has also made a route past Leon Köhler, so the pack is closing up behind, but Bastian Boos is stretching his legs well over a second, 1.2 seconds ahead of Luke Hartog in that second place. So on board with Harry King. And out along again towards turn four. Morris Schering now to the inside of Harry King. So Harry King is really struggling with pace here. So Morris Schering through as well. So I'm wondering whether the contact that Harry King had has damaged the car, but he seems to be going backwards, struggling with the handling. He fights back. He retains the position from Morris Schering, but that is fifth place Morris Schering. So Harry King, having led the race just a couple of laps ago, now falling into the clutches of the FAC Autotech car. Alex Tauscher there as well. Morris Schering just picking up a bit of gravel as he goes around the corner. This is Harry King. Well, he got it a little bit wrong under braking there. Larry Tenforder was through, and that was Harry King being relegated another position. So 8 minutes of this race going. It is a 30-minute race plus 1 lap here at the Red Bull Ring. And with those 8 minutes gone, it's Bastian Boos who leads the way by 1.6 seconds from Luke Hartog. Larry Tenforder in third, Harry King in fourth, Morris Schering in fifth, Alex Tauscher in sixth. Our leading rookie driver is the rookie championship leader, Theo Overhaus, ahead of Leon Köhler. And then Harry Jones, who's second in the rookie standings and second in the rookie race as well, in ninth place ahead of Alex Fack. Our leading Pro-Am driver is Zoran Spreng, and he leads the Pro-Am championship. Looks like Matteo Ferrer-Azza, was it, or was that Harry Jones? The two identical cars going wide into turn three, and still the battles are continuing. It's Allied Racing Cars once again. So that was Vincent Andronacco in there as well, and Harry Jones and Alex Fack, and it's Harry Jones who goes wide. He gets two wheels onto the gravel, now onto the grass, a bit of drifting. He keeps it going, but he's dropped a whole load of places. So Harry Jones losing positions, first having made contact with Vincent Andronacco. Alex Fack was through as well. So coming into the corner, it was Alex Fack who was in front. Andronacco through on the inside. Was there a little bit of a love tap? Certainly Harry Jones did a bit of drifting, and the car went sideways and through the gravel. The Allied Racing Cars getting up close and personal in the traffic, and there it was again. It was Alex Fack who'd gone deep into turn three, and Harry Jones had gone wide. Here comes Bastian Boos leading the way, 1.7 seconds over Luke Hartog. Larry Tenforder, guess what? He's in a podium position in third place. Harry King down to fourth. Morris Schering, Alex Tauscher, leading rookie, is the very impressive Theo Overhaus, once again looking to extend his position at the top of the rookie standings. And second in the rookie championship, Harry Jones has now dropped down to fifth in category. So he is going to see that gap increasing if the race finishes as it is now. So the view, looking back from the Team GP Elite car, Harry King, what can he do about the car in front? It looks as though he might have had some handling issues, but we did see him going very deep into the corner. Some robust driving, I think that's what we can say, can't we? Bastian Boos, Luke Hartog, Larry Tenforder leading, and then this fight is Harry King trying to get past Larry Tenforder for the last of the podium positions. Larry Tenforder, if things remain as they are now, will be the champion of 2023 and cannot be caught mathematically with 1 round to spare. So where are we? 19 minutes remaining, and it is Boos who leads the way. 1.7 seconds. Zoran Spreng has got Ahmed Al-Shihab for company. He is a little over a second behind. Ahmed Al-Shihab very much in the hunt for the Pro-Am Championship. He was 17 points behind coming into this race, and he is second in category in this race. So if things stay as they are now, Zoran Spreng will extend his lead in the Pro-Am standings. The incident between Vincent Andronaco and Harry Jones is under investigation. Also, a 5-second penalty lap to car number 8, Alex Fack, for causing a collision. Well, we don't use the penalty box in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany, so it will be 5 seconds that will be added to his time at the end of the race. If you can see here the prediction, if the race finished now, it would be Larry Tenforder on 294 points. And to remind you, after this race, there are just 50 points available, so it would be Larry Tenforder's champion. He is coming under pressure, though. Once again, Harry King has regathered himself up together, the one-time leader of this race, now down in 4th place, now monstering, the most successful driver in the history of Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. That's what monstering looks like when you're looking back at it. That's Harry King giving Larry Tenforder, and you can see the jolt from behind. Larry Tenforder keeps it calm, keeps it collected, says hello, gives him a wave, and makes his opinion known to Harry King, what he thinks about the driving there. Hand signals, shakes the head, carries on his way. But Larry Tenforder, such an experienced driver, the most successful driver in the history of Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. These young chargers, Harry King, he is the outgoing champion of Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux. That's a championship that we saw signed and sealed yesterday. That went the way of Robert De Haan. Look over your shoulders, chaps. He might be coming to Germany sometime soon. So Harry King, also a winner in Porsche Mobil 1 Super Cup, and the driver behind Harry King is also a winner in Porsche Mobil 1 Super Cup, Maurice Schöring, and he is the newest winner in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany, finally at the Sachsenring. Last time out, Maurice Schöring got his first win in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany, is on the crest of a wave, although yesterday was a day he would rather forget, having got turned around at the start of the race and had to fight his way from the very back. Did a great job to come through into 13th place. So as we get close to the halfway point of the race, you can see that Bastian Boos has that lead of 1.7 seconds over Lurk Hartog, and it hasn't increased or decreased, so he seems to just be holding station at the moment. Larry Tenforder in the last of the positions, well, he's under last of the podium positions, he's under pressure from Harry King, and you can see from the graphic at the bottom of your screen that the lap evolution, that Harry King has been quicker than Larry Tenforder, but has not been able to pass. Will no doubt be hatching a plan to do something about that within the next 16 minutes. That is what's remaining of this race. Maurice Schöring holding station in 5th place, and then Alex Tauscher in 6th. Yarzin Ferrati has just found a route past Gisela Cordeal, so he's up to 12th place. Yarzin Ferrati, one of the talent pool drivers, Wolf Hensler, who coaches and teaches these drivers, does a fantastic job. And Yarzin Ferrati, one of his students, 7 of them this year in that category, in that class, who are learning everything there is. And there is Gisela Cordeal, who has been outfoxed. Behind him is Harry Jones, who also squeezes through as Cordeal goes deep into the corner. So Harry Jones coming back from that big moment we saw earlier on. Harry Jones is currently in 14th place, fighting his way back. He needs all the points he can get. Let's have another look here. Gisela Cordeal just getting it wrong, under braking. I don't think there was any contact coming into the corner. He goes deep over the sausage curb. Harry Jones comes through. We've had more messages on the screens, and it is that car 40 has to fall back behind car 84. So Janis Stiak and Ahmed Al-Shihab, that's a little way back. So they were in 18th and 19th position. They were with Janis Stiak in 18th. He's now in 19th. He's fallen back behind Ahmed Al-Shihab. Our race stewards have their work cut out, keeping a track of this lot. Track limits, I don't know about that. Sebastian Framer almost out in the car park. Well, there's a fight going on the inside of him. He didn't want to get involved, did he? But Ghislain Cordial back along the pit straight, now coming under pressure from Jan Seifert, the 98 car, the very pretty pink, blue and white car, trying to make a move past Ghislain Cordial. That would have been for 14th place. Doesn't make it stick this time around, but Ghislain Cordial got that look as though he's ailing a little bit in that car. Doesn't seem to have the pace that he had early on. To the inside goes Jan Seifert up the hill towards turn 3. Ghislain Cordial is struggling to get the thing slowed down. I don't know if it's brakes, if it's tyres or something else, but clearly the handling not all that it should be. In the background is 17th place Zoran Spreng in the number 5 car, the leader in the Pro-Am race and the leader in the Pro-Am standings. Now, he doesn't really want to get involved in this fight in front of him because it's not his battle for today, but he doesn't want to be held up either because Ahmed Al-Shahab, who is second in the Pro-Am race, well, he's a little way back down the road now in 21st, but Zoran Spreng does not want to be hanging around. Sebastian Fremer and Jan Seifert challenging each other. This is for 15th place, the last of the points-paying positions in the overall race. And there's Ghislain Cordial once again. Clearly, all is not well with the GP Elite number 27 car. To the outside goes Jan Seifert, trying to go the long way round. Sebastian Fremer sees his opportunity on the inside, not close enough to do anything about it. Out of turn 10 they come, out onto the pit straight. Ghislain Cordial with Jan Seifert behind him, heading along that long straight, then up the hill. Seifert has a little look to the inside, thinks better of it, and car 31, Sebastian Fremer, he says, well, if you're not going to do it, I'll do it instead, but he doesn't make it stick, and suddenly Ghislain Cordial is back. Here is Jan Seifert again, really entertaining stuff. Zoran Spreng in the background, as is Janis Stiak in there as well. But Jan Seifert finally gets past Ghislain Cordial. Can he get it slowed down into turn 3? He does this time, but Ghislain Cordial back on the inside. Brilliant stuff. So Ghislain Cordial retains that place. Meanwhile, Sebastian Fremer has fallen back into the clutches of Zoran Spreng. This is really good stuff. It's what we like to see. Janis Stiak in the background as well as Zoran Spreng. But now again, a gap on the inside of Ghislain Cordial. They run absolutely side by side. It's Seifert who has the line now, but the outside becomes the inside, and suddenly the advantage is back to Ghislain Cordial. Seifert switches back to the inside, drops back in behind. Sebastian Fremer also there as well. You can see from our graphic, while all this has been going on, we've lost Huub van Eindhoven, Holger Harmsen and Mikael Esman. We saw Esman go right to the inside, goes Jan Seifert once again. The two cars bouncing off each other. Ghislain Cordial trying to take the wider line into the corner. This time Jan Seifert gets through into turn 9, but Ghislain Cordial comes back again. And this time Seifert out really wide. Now he cuts back in. Sebastian Fremer picking up a slipstream from Ghislain Cordial. It's his turn now to try to the outside into turn 1. This is really entertaining stuff. Ghislain Cordial still holding on to that position. This is how hard they fight. This is for 13th place. You'd think it was the lead of the race, wouldn't you? Brilliant stuff. Sebastian Fremer now has the advantage over Jan Seifert at the moment. Jan Seifert coming back again up towards turn 3. Under braking, Seifert to the inside of Sebastian Fremer. And then out we come again. While all this has been going on, the cars have been catching up behind. They are Zoran Spreng, Janis Stiak, Matteo Ferrer-Azer, and Horst Felix Felbermayr. He's in 19th place. He had a great time in the Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux race yesterday, finishing on the podium for the first time. He has a bit of wind in his sails, and he's looking to push forwards from the 19th place. He's another of the talent pool drivers. So we continue to watch this fight, a wonderful fight for 13th place. There is Zoran Spreng, car number 5, the leader in the Pro-Am race and the leader in the Pro-Am standings. There's Horst Felix Felbermayr, number 88 from the legendary Felbermayr family, and it's in the blood, don't you know. He's looking very rapid as well. Meanwhile, at the front, there's a race going on. Bastian Boos has opened up the lead, 2.3 seconds over Look Hartog. Larry Tenforder in third place. Harry King's challenge has fallen back for the time being, but I don't think he's done yet. He's still got another 9.5 minutes of this race remaining to make his move. Maurice Schering holding on to fifth ahead of Alex Tauscher and Leon Kerler, who's now got back past Theo Overhaus and up into seventh place. But Overhaus still the leading rookie. The important thing for Overhaus is to bring it home in one piece. Now Zoran Spreng, he is defending from Georgi Donchev, because Georgi Donchev, where did he come from? He has closed right up on Zoran Spreng. He is his main rival in the Pro-Am Championship. Into the corner, there is Horst Felix Felbermayr as well. But Georgi Donchev has come back, having dropped a long way back through the pack, has now caught up with Zoran Spreng again. We're looking at Gisela Cordil once again, holding on to that 13th place. It's all just died down a bit now. Sebastian Framer, Jan Seifert. There is Ahmed Al-Shihab and Georgi Donchev. So I'm looking to see what has happened to Zoran Spreng, because he has dropped back and he made contact with Horst Felix Felbermayr. Ahmed Al-Shihab did get past as well. So that is why he and Georgi Donchev are sharing the same bit of real estate. You can see some debris out on the track that has been flicked up. I think Horst Felix Felbermayr very much in the battles there as well. So Zoran Spreng has dropped to second in the Pro-Am race, having been so dominant and so strong, having made contact with Horst Felix Felbermayr. We said he needed to stay out of the battles in this race. He just needs to bring it home and get the points. And now Ahmed Al-Shihab, the driver who was 17 points adrift in the Pro-Am standings coming into this race, leads the Pro-Am race. Zoran Spreng, well, he's still pretty solid in second, but he really could do without letting Georgi Donchev through, who is third in the Pro-Am race. The battle for third rages on. Larry Tenforder, who has finished on the podium in every race this season. He wants to keep that record. He wants to win his championship by standing on the podium. Harry King wants to come in and utterly ruin his party. Harry King, who won on debut in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany back at Spa-Francorchamps at the beginning of this year. And we knew he was going to be a force to be reckoned with. The incident between that car there, Horst Felix Felbermayr and Zoran Spreng, has been reported to the stewards. A consoling arm around the shoulders for Horst Felix Felbermayr, but after what was a cracking day in the Benelux race yesterday, when he gets to do that again today, you want to join us for that a little later on, but it's not going to be much luck in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany for Horst Felix Felbermayr as he becomes another retirement. We've also lost Harry Jones from the race. We saw him with problems earlier on, and Harry Jones has retired, the driver who was second in the Rookie Championship coming into this race. And that really takes the heat off Theo Overhaus as he looks to become the rookie champion. He's looking to succeed Lorcan Hannafin, who's gone on to greater things, having won that championship this time last year. Now Harry King on the outside of Larry Tenforder, the old move up towards turn 3, up the hill, and then a little bit of a downhill, and then it's towards turn 4. The two cars side by side. Great stuff once again. Harry King has shown time and time again he is not scared to get his elbows out and really get a move on and try and barge his way through. But it's good, solid, fair racing from Harry King. He runs alongside Larry Tenforder once again. The two cars absolutely neck and neck. You can see Larry Tenforder, you can see his eyes just flicking to the left and to the right. He gets airborne and he's back on again. He gathers it all up. Harry King is through, but Larry Tenforder across the curbing. The car gets him air, but he's not backing off. Here he comes to the inside of Harry King. He gives him a hand signal as he goes past, and it's Larry Tenforder back into that position. I'm wondering if Harry King did just lift off a little there to let him through, because if he hadn't, the stewards may have instructed that to happen again. Now on the pit straight we come. Larry Tenforder, he's looking agitated in the car. He glances to the mirror. Harry King on the outside into turn 1, trying to go the long way round. Larry Tenforder says, have some of that back again. Drives him wide into turn 1. The two cars absolutely side by side. inside through turn 2, taken absolutely flat out. Larry Tenford will have the inside into turn 3. Harry King will try and go the long way round the outside. He outbreaks Larry Tenford, but Tenford comes back on the racing line. The two cars absolutely neck and neck still. Now down towards turn 4 they come. Larry Tenford will have the inside for the right-hander that's coming up. Harry King will have to go the long way once again, under braking. Who's going to break the latest? And it is still Larry Tenford by an inch. The back end of the car slides around. Harry King trying to keep it on here. Around towards turn 5 they go. Harry King now with a nose in front. Larry Tenford coming back around the outside. And the position is taken by Harry King. Maurice Schering just behind. Has a great bird's eye view of this. He stares at the back of the Larry Tenford car. Harry King now onto the dirt, but he gathers it all together. Larry Tenford is not done yet. 4 minutes remaining of this race. The battle for the last of the podium positions. Champions together on the track. Wonderful stuff. And it's Harry King up into 3rd place. Some great pictures of Larry Tenford, and looking back at him here. If the race were to finish now, he would still be champion. The incident between Harry King and Larry Tenford, no further action by our stewards. They're saying it is good, clean, fair racing. Look at this. Look how much air he gets in the number 25 car. And if he survived that without any damage, then he's done very well indeed. He really did get airborne. That would have given him a heck of a bump. He rejoins back onto the track, and Harry King into that 3rd place. Phenomenal stuff here. And it does look as though Larry Tenford may have got some handling issues as a result of that excursion, because Maurice Schering is now through into 4th place. So Larry Tenford dropping back. Bastian Boost doing all that he can to win, or to stay in the championship by winning the race. But if things finish as they are now, Larry Tenford will still be champion. He only needs 2 points out of this race, so he does not need to get into any battles, because if he records a DNF, then this championship will go to Hockenheim. This is a view again from Maurice Schering's perspective. Larry Tenford not really putting up too much of a fight. You get the feeling that maybe the car is ailing. Bastian Boost, 2nd in the championship, but it soon could be over, because Larry Tenford just needs to bring it home. Theo Overhaus is still our leading rookie. Ahmed Al-Shahab, our leading Pro-Am driver. Zoran Spreng, 2nd place in the Pro-Am standings. Up the hill we come. That's Loic Hartog, who's just come through. Harry King in the last of the podium positions. It's Allied Racing 1 and 3, and it's Team GP Elite who are 3 and 5. With Maurice Schering in that 4th place for FAC Autotech. Leon Köhler in 6th, Alex Tauscher in a solid 7th place. So looking again, well, there's another battle behind Matteo Ferrer-Azza, who goes spinning. That's Ahmed Al-Shahab, Zoran Spreng and Georgi Donchev all taking avoiding action. We were watching Gisela Cordil and Sebastian Framert and Jan Seifert. Well, that little battle has come out in favour of Sebastian Framert. He's up in 13th. Seifert is in 14th, and Gisela Cordil down to 15th. There you can see, if the race finished now, Larry Tenford would have a 59-point advantage with just 50 points available, and he will become champion. He just needs to hold it together for the last just over a minute plus 1 lap. Kicking up the dirt as he goes through. Bastian Boost leading the way. That is Larry Tenford. He would dearly love to have won this championship by standing on the podium as well, but I'm sure he will take this any way he can. His main championship rival, Bastian Boost, has done all that he can, but a slow start to the season has meant that he's been on the back foot for the entire year, and even winning this race now will not be enough if Larry Tenford brings it home in 5th place. Loic Hartog in a solid 2nd place. Our pole sitter came so close, but got shuffled down the order. 3.7 seconds back from our race leader. And Harry King, who is 2.6 seconds behind Loic Hartog. Maurice Schering has broken clear of Larry Tenford. Maurice, who we saw with that win at the Saxon Ring a few weeks ago. And then Leon Köhler in 6th place. The rest of the cars coming up the hill. There's Ariel Levy. He's had a relatively quiet quiet race by his standards, in 11th place. So good solid points for Ariel Levy. Ahead of him, Vincent Andronacco, who is running second in the rookie standing. So all three of the Allied Racing Porsches, that's Bastian Busch, Harry King and Vincent Andronacco, all running in the top 10. Jan Kasperlik will be very happy about that. The clock has struck 0, and it's Bastian Busch who continues on his way in the lead of this race. The final lap of race 14 of a 16-race season for Bastian Busch. And he is about to start that as he comes out of turn 10 and out onto the pit straight. Bastian Busch, who took the lead from Lurk Hartog and Harry King, now starting his last lap of the race. It's Hartog in second, Harry King in third, Maurice Schöring in fourth. Larry Tenforder is less than a lap away from making history to become the first driver ever to win 3 titles in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. Bastian Busch, we look at him as he's driving. He's done all that he can in this race to try and take the championship to the Hockenheim Ring next time around for the final round. But it doesn't look like it's going to be, because Larry Tenforder now just needs to bring it home where he is now. He's got Leon Köhler for company. Leon Köhler fancies a little move on Larry Tenforder. Tenforder could afford to let Leon Köhler through and he would still have enough points, but he really doesn't want to be taking any risks at this point. Leon Köhler knows that as well. He knows that Larry Tenforder needs to finish this race if he wants to get this championship tied up before we all head to the Hockenheim Ring. So there he is, Larry Tenforder, the most successful driver in the history of Porsche Carrera Cup Germany, on the final lap of the race. But our race leader, Bastian Busch, has done all that he can. He's won twice this year. Now it's going to be 3. Bastian Busch out of turn 10 onto the start-finish line to win race 2 hill at the Red Bull Ring. It's Bastian Busch ahead of Lurk Hartog, Harry King, Maurice Schöring will be next across the line. But it's Larry Tenforder who becomes the champion of Porsche Carrera Cup Germany 2023. Brilliant stuff. History made here at the Red Bull Ring. Ahmed Al-Shihab wins in the Pro-Am category. At least he will do, because he hasn't crossed the line yet. It's Theo Overhaus who's won in the rookie standings. Vincent Andronacco 10th on the road, 2nd in the rookies. Yasin Ferrati 3rd in the rookies, 12th across the road as they steer around the debris. And now Ahmed Al-Shihab, Georgi Donchev has got past Zoran Spreng. So that's a battle that's going to go right to the end in the Pro-Am standings. Brilliant stuff from Bastian Busch. He did all that he could. He couldn't have done any more. But it is Bastian Busch who takes the win. It's Larry Tenforder who will take the championship. And there's Tim Stender into the barrier. So he has had some wars somewhere along the way. He was running in 23rd place. He got together with Matteo Ferrer-Azza. And it looks like he's made a fairly decent impact with the barrier. You can't park there, mate. There's Matteo Azza just getting it going again, and the 2 cars are getting together. And Tim Stender, after that race, doesn't quite make it to the finish line. And Ferrer-Azza and Stender recording 22nd and 23rd. The incident will be investigated after the race by our race stewards. The race now over. Plenty to look at, plenty to talk about. The headline here, Bastian Busch wins the race, but Larry Tenforder becomes the champion of 2023. History in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. So as we ride with Larry Tenforder, it's going to be emotional for him as he goes on the wind-down lap. he can go to the Hockenheim ring with no pressure at all. Bastian Boos ahead of pole sitter Lurk Hartog. Harry King, boy did he fight for that third place ahead of Morris Schering. Larry Tenforder, Leon Köhler, Alex Tauscher, and then Theo Overhaus winning in the rookie race and rounding out the top 8. In 9th place was Vincent Andronaco, going some way to make up for the traumas of yesterday, the broken drive shaft that didn't see him get beyond the first couple of laps of the race. So a 9th place for him and 2nd in the rookie championship race. Alex Fack in 10th place, Ariel Levy in 11th. Jarton Ferrati, good job, that's a podium for him in the rookies. Sebastian Freeman came out top of that battle with Jan Seifert, and Janis Stiak also got past Gisela Cordeal in the end. I think Cordeal was struggling with some handling in that, eventually coming home in 16th place. The winner in the Pro-Ams, Ahmed Al-Shihab, ahead of Zoran Spreng. So Zoran Spreng did get past Georgi Donchev on the last lap. Jonas Greif getting involved there as well. Georgi Donchev was 20th and 3rd in category, ahead of Kai Pfister, who was 4th in the Pro-Ams. Wow, what an incident-fueled race. So the Drivers' Championship may be over, but there's still plenty to fight for in the rookie standings and the Pro-Am standings. We haven't even talked about the team standings yet. Team GP Elite, we're leading that coming into this weekend and into this race ahead of Allied Racing. We'll need to give you an update on that. But there is Bastian Boos. Well, he'll be pleased to have taken the win, but he came into this season. That's really good to see. Lurk Hartog and Bastian Boos just having a handshake there. I think it was Bastian Boos, that might have been Harry King, but certainly Lurk Hartog and one of the Allied Racing drivers shaking hands. They're rivals out on the track. They respect each other when they're off the track. And there is Larry Tenforder. Did you see his shoulders just breathe a sigh of relief onto the roof of the car? Larry Tenforder, you are champion. I spoke to him last night. He said, I'd really like to have tied it up yesterday. You've done it now, Larry Tenforder. What is it about Dutch racing drivers winning championships and winning races? It is yet another championship, number 3 to go with his 2020 and 2021 championships. He's already had 29 wins in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. He's had 63 podiums. He couldn't add to that today, but he succeeds Laurin Heinrich as the champion, receiving the congratulations in Parc Fermé. Laurin Heinrich, who has moved from Porsche Carrera Cup Germany to the DTM, started on pole position, came home in 2nd place for yesterday's DTM race. That is where you can launch to from Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. Larry receiving some congratulations from his teammate Lurk Hartog as well. There's Bastian Boos. Brilliant stuff. Great entertaining racing. The Porsche Junior, already a winner in Porsche Mobil 1 Super Cup this year as well. He won here at the Red Bull Ring. He clearly loves this place in the Porsche Mobil 1 Super Cup. And he takes his 3rd win of the season in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. We don't know where to look because we've got the race winner, Larry Tenforder, back on the roof. That's it, photo opportunities, driver champion. Porsche Carrera Cup Germany, arguably the toughest Porsche series, potentially the toughest single-make series of any kind in the world. And he is the most successful driver in that series. Getting ready for the interviews. I think in the background, I just saw Robert De Haan, who is the new Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux champion, replacing that man there, Harry King, as the outgoing Benelux champion. He's decided not to defend that this year. But I get a feeling that Robert De Haan might be joining us in the Germany Championship sometime before too long. And he really will make him wake up and take notice, because he takes no prisoners, I'll tell you that. Harry King, talking of drivers who take no prisoners, I don't think I've ever seen anybody who's prepared to get their elbows out quite as much as Harry King. A brilliant driver, so successful, and never backs down. Also a winner in Porsche Mobil 1 Super Cup. In fact, he was the most successful driver in Porsche Mobil 1 Super Cup. And although Bastian Buus took the title in Porsche Mobil 1, it was Harry King who was the most successful in terms of race wins, having had 3 wins. And they all beat Larry Tenforder in that particular instance. But it's Larry Tenforder who comes out on top in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. Bastian Buus, though, let's not take it away from him, having won the race. Look, Hartog, he really wanted to turn his pole position this morning into a race win. Couldn't quite make it happen, but second place, well, that's not bad going, is it?
It was interesting to hear the instructions of everyone, but it was, I think it's good to repeat it twice, because the first time was clear for me that was 24 with 90 because I was in action, but the 40 with 84, I couldn't really understand.
So, just talking to the officials,
yeah, but I think because it was not very easy.
Just listening in.
So, but it was good.
Really interesting. So just talking about being able to hear the instructions that come through the earpiece. Of course, the drivers have been communicated by the teams and also by the race stewards. There's Zoran Spreng. Now, he's the leader in the Pro-Am standings. There's Ahmed Al-Shahab. He's a happy man. He's just won the Pro-Am race. He's put himself well and truly back in the hunt for the championship. In the background, there is Theo Overhaus, who won in the rookie standing, so he'll get a podium there. We just passed Janis Stiak, who was there, and Yasin Ferrati, who finished 3rd in the rookie race. So there's Bastian Buus, our race winner. And just chatting before, there's some interviews that are taking place before we head up to the podium. Larry Tenforder. What else can this man do? He has smashed all the records in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany, taking his 3rd championship, the first driver ever to do that. He won it in 2020 and 2021. Lauren Heinrich stole it away last year, but this year it goes back to Larry Tenforder. Harry King back on the podium once again, the 3rd step this time around. He had a 2nd place yesterday, it's 3rd place today. Lurk Hartog into 2nd place, teammate to Larry Tenforder. But the man, he had to fight for it, didn't he? Follow the duck, Bastian Buus to the top step of the podium. We'll get a representative from Team GP Elite, from Allied Racing, beg your pardon, and that is Andreas Dreyer. So he receives the trophy for the team. So now let's have the national anthem. So, the Danish national anthem for Bastian Buus. And there is Hurry Isaac, project manager, customer support at Porsche. I promised him I'd get his job title right. It's only because it's written on the screen. Presenting the place trophy to Harry King. Luke Hartog gets the 2nd place. Some consoling words. Luke, who has great things ahead of him. But the Porsche Junior, the Porsche Mobil 1 Super Cup champion, and the winner and the Red Bull Ring, Bastian Buus, getting the 1st place trophy. And then for Allied Racing, the team trophy as well. There will be an award made at some point or the other to Larry Tenforder when the season is done and dusted. But for now, the 1, 2, 3 and the team and Huri Isaac pose for photos to conclude what has been a spectacular weekend at the Red Bull Ring. There are still 2 championships left, 3 championships left to be decided. The Rookie Championship, the Pro-Am Championship and the Team Championship. And that is all going to be decided from the 20th to the 22nd of October at the Hockenheim Ring. That is when the Porsche Carrera Cup Germany season 2023 will come to a conclusion. The overall champion may be decided, but there's still plenty more to fight for. The gloves will be off at Hockenheim. I do hope you'll join us then. Bye-bye.